Early podcast, bro.
Fuck yeah.
It's a good day to have a good day.
Yeah, I'm all about the early.
Come on, bro. Welcome
How you
back.
doing?
Everybody loves
Good to be back.
Into the Bat Cave segments. Everyone
glad.
everyone
I'm
gets
glad.
excited for these little sit downs that we have, and
I'm glad.
it's been cool, man. I know we got a lot more coming down the pipeline. I want to get some of your trainers in here,
Yeah.
and just different spins on fitness and life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Guaranteed.
helps, man, because you're just like Andre, bro.
Guaranteed.
The clip's going viral on TikTok, dude.
People hate me, yeah.
They hate.
They love to hate me. At this
I think
point,
there's
you know
more
what I mean?
love. Listen, I did.
But-
In all fairness, I did the same thing that I'm gonna do with that I did with Andre. That I'm gonna do with you. Was we were going over some of these comments, and the era of accountability was by far.
Oh God, that was great.
You know, you
That
get.
was great. When I saw people making videos with my voice, at first I'm looking at one video, I'm like, yeah, that kind of sounds like he's saying exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I was like, that's amazing.
it's cool.
It was weird,
It's a cool feeling,
but it was cool.
because that means
Weird, but it was cool.
that means that the words really did resonate.
Yeah, and I'm glad.
wholeheartedly with people.
I'm glad. You know, it's funny because a lot of the people that came at me on there was, you know, they wanted to call me a fake tough guy, or, you know, a wannabe gangster, or you
What
know,
happens when they pull out the gun on you and like this and that?
And the fuck, what was the other guy called me a sociopath? And I was like, really? So you mean to tell me that if someone spits in your mother's face, you want to know what went on in his day?
Yeah, you're gonna talk it out with him.
You want to talk it?
No.
Oh, you out of your fucking mind? Like, come on, man. Let's be real here. There's a guy, I forget the old guy's name. I love him. He's on Instagram all the time, screaming and yelling and cursing people out.
CT Fletcher.
No. So the guy says, I took a poll, and that's why I just used this analogy just now. He says, I asked, if you're walking down the street with your mother, and a random guy just walks up and spits in your mother's face, what do you do? He said 75% of people, and the age group was from 30 and younger, would want to know what was wrong with him and what was going on in his day, and why he felt the need to do that. Why? I don't give a fuck what you feel the need to do. I don't give a shit what's going on in your day. Your day should not affect me and my mother's.
Oh.
And if I, as a man, don't protect my mother, a woman that's with me, what does that make me? What does that make me? It makes me a tough guy? No.
Makes you someone that's gonna kneel down.
Are you kidding me? I'm definitely standing up for my mom. I'm definitely standing up for any woman or any person that's with me. I mean, listen, I'm not here to play the protective role for every single person, but you're talking about my mother, you spit in my mother's face. By the time it lands on her face, I'm crushing you. I don't know if I'll be able to stop. The level of disrespect. Do you think you're gonna get away with that? Do you think you're just gonna spit on somebody and keep walking? Who the fuck cares about what went on in your day? Why is my mother, and why do I have to suffer what went on in your day and I don't even know you, man? You need to pay for that. Plain and simple. So, but what is it about that age group that wonders about what happened? Like, you know, I wonder why he was so upset. I wonder what was going on in his day. Shut the fuck up. You can find out after you knock his fucking teeth out.
Yeah, you're gonna have some bloody knuckles.
Like, dude, come on now. Are you kidding me? How does that go 73 to 75% of people say that? What? I couldn't believe that, man. And you're going to call me a wannabe tough guy for wanting to protect my mother or protect my loved ones or protect myself? Like, you are not going to sit there and do anything to me and put your hands on me and steal my manhood, and I'm just going to let you do it? I don't care if I lose. I don't got to win every fight, but you need to understand that when you overstep your boundaries, there will be a fight.
The line is right here, and
I
if
don't
you
care
feel
if
like
you
crossing
win.
that shit, that's it.
I don't care if you win. I'll be here again tomorrow. But you're not just going to walk all over me. Like, people always talk about, like, bullies and stuff like that. Bullies don't want to fight. That's why they pick on the smaller, quiet, right, person that's less likely to fight back. If a bully really liked to fight, he's going to pick the fighter, which he never does. And the day that kid stands up to the bully, watch them become friends. Watch the bully leave him alone. Why? The bully don't want to fight. And if he does want to, right? If he does think he wants to, because now he's got to keep up this image, right? He's got to throw hands with you. Even if he wins, he does realize, I can't really go be as reckless with this kid because he's about it.
Yeah.
Even though I won, he will fight me. He will go back and forth with me. He won't lay down and not say anything like some of these other people. So when you do lay down and don't fight for yourself and stand up for yourself, doesn't always have to be physical. But when they're physical with you, you best believe it should be physical because you have to defend yourself. Get accustomed to that. Don't get accustomed to laying down, because once anything happens, whether it be verbal or physical, if you lay down, they're going to continue to do it. They're going to continue to walk all over you, right? I have a family member. I'm not even going to say who it is because she's listening to all the podcasts. She's going to get upset.
Shout out to the family member.
She knows who she is. So she thinks being ghetto and ratchet is cute. She will mistreat and talk to you like you are a piece of garbage. The moment you clap back, you're now her best friend. She loves you. Right? That's the dog with the crazy bark with no bite. Okay? That's the bully. That's what that is. And a lot of people need to get called out on being a bully. I'm the furthest thing from a bully. You know me. Anytime I see someone being disrespected, I will stand up for them. I'm the furthest thing from a bully. I don't get involved in anything. But when you bring something to me, I'll allow you to get away with a lot of verbiage. I will. But like even with the guys writing on here.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, want to talk shit.
Try to insult you, shit
no
like
doubt.
that.
I'll just be like, hey, no doubt.
Yeah.
Check it off. Like it. Whatever.
I go good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Good one, bro.
Great. Like that was hysterical.
Yeah.
I said, you know, but I don't sit there and just go back and forth. You have a right to your opinion, and that's fine. But I'm talking about you being disrespectful or putting your hands on me or someone I love. And if you don't have the same views as me, that's totally fine. But doesn't mean that my views are wrong. That's just how I handle it. That's how I was raised to handle it. You know what I mean? Like, just like I said, I don't care if I lose, but you will have to put up a fight. If that's what you thought, if you thought you were just gonna walk all over my shit, no.
Damn, you got the wrong one.
No, you in for a long day, fam. For real.
And a long recovery.
But you better brought your friends.
Dude, it's
I'm no
insane.
pebble.
Dude, listen, it's insane. I talk to a lot of people. I talk to people that are, I'm not gonna say pro-violence, but people that are pro standing up for your fucking shit and standing up for yourselves. I mean, on the other side of the spectrum, there are people that get weird with even having, let's say, firearms or items in your home to protect yourself from intruders. They're like, they act like you're supposed to sit there, the person breaking in, and figure out, listen, I
give them the chance to leave.
Just go. Like that. Dude, somebody comes into my house and they try to harm me, my mom, Kenji, like whatever. Yo, I hope you know I'm tying you to a chair and I'm feeding you bits and pieces of you to the dog. He already eats raw. It's easy.
Fam.
You picked the wrong fucking house. Don't do that shit.
I agree.
You picked the wrong house.
Agree.
And I stand up for what's mine. I mean, I have a friend who she's looking to get a gun for her house because shit's popping off in the area that she lives in.
Yep.
And she just doesn't feel safe anymore. I stand by that 100%.
100%.
And I stand by that 100% in the terms of now you get the gun. Actually, prior to getting the gun, go get the training.
Oh,
learn how to work the firearm.
Hell yeah.
Know the ins and outs. Know that there's always a round in the chamber, even after you eject the magazine. Know how to clean it, take it apart, disassemble it, assemble it. You need to know the ins and outs of that gun.
You need to be comfortable with it.
Correct. So she told me that her mom is very anti-gun and her dad is very anti-violence.
Okay.
And she listens to the podcast, so you know who you are. I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
So I told her, unfortunately, the world doesn't work like that.
Yep.
Because when violence comes to your doorstep, it cannot be met with peace. You have to match violence with violence.
It's the
and
truth.
I don't care what you think about. It's the unfortunate truth, but it is what it is. And
it's the truth.
Do you think that criminals are just going to stop getting guns? Do you think criminals are going to stop being a fucking criminal just because they landed on your doorstep and you want to talk to them and be like, let's think this out. Don't do this.
Exactly.
Dude, you're Swiss cheese by the time you get through the door.
100%.
It is what it is, man.
If you are somewhere you're not supposed to be,
with the intent to harm,
exactly,
or steal,
you a brave dude.
Yeah,
you're a brave dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I'm sorry for you because Kenji doesn't like being touched on the head.
Yeah, I always say this, right? Even when it comes to relationships and shit like that, like if you, once again, it's an accountability thing, but if you don't make a person feel loss, the chances of them changing their ways are slim to none. So if someone's breaking into your house with the intent to harm or rob you or whatever it is, and for whatever reason you don't use force and they do and they get away, are they going to continue doing what they're doing? Of course they are. Of course they are.
They haven't been put in their place yet.
Let's just say you put a rubber bullet in your gun and they break into the house and you blast him a couple times with rubber bullets and he's welted up, all types of fucked up, and he gets out, he runs away. Chances of him doing that is a lot less. Or, I mean, I hate to put it this way, but because it sounds kind of crazy, but let's say he breaks into the wrong person's home and you catch him and beat the brakes off him, okay? Tie him up, hold him there for a little while, fuck with him, then let him go, or call the police. You think he's doing it again? He's going to go to jail, he's going to do time. You think he's coming out of jail thinking he's going to do it again, just like that? No, right? So like women and men are in relationships and they one party cheats on the other. Yeah, you may still love the person, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everybody has to do this, but if you forgive them and take them back, they had their cake and they ate it too. Did they learn their lesson? No, they did not. For the next couple of months, maybe even years, they will behave. Because the feeling was there, but they never really suffered any kind of loss or pain. Will they cheat again? Yes. I'm sorry. They will.
Yep.
So if you think that your man or woman is changed because of what they said and because they shed tears in front of you, that means nothing. What they are saying and the tears that they shed are the fact that you found out. And now they look like a bad person in front of you.
Nobody likes to look like a bad person.
Nobody likes that. So that's what they're crying for. That's what they're ashamed of. That's where all those words are coming from. But the best thing you do for them is leave them, because the chances of them doing it again to someone else might be a little bit less.
And that's the best case, and that's the best thing to do for yourself.
For yourself as well.
And them.
As well.
Yeah.
As well. So it's the same thing. Like you said, violence has to be met with violence. Words can be met with words. I get it. But like, I've noticed something. The first time I ever went to South Carolina, which is a right to carry state, Stephen Wonder Boy Thompson and his father picked me up from the airport. I was training them at the time. I jump in the truck, and they got holsters all in the truck with fucking guns everywhere.
Sick.
Yo, Jay, in the glove. I said, yo, y'all all right? Like, what's going on here? Like,
going to war?
Is it zombie apocalypse or some shit? Like, what? I mean, like holsters, like the Wild Wild West here. And they're like, oh, nah, this is a right to carry state, so we utilize our rights. He says, there's a 9mm in the glove. Underneath your seat, you have. I'm like, I said, damn. I guess road rage is at a bare minimum down here. And you know what he says? Yep. There goes that road rage and that crime. Why? Because I am not going to sit here and scream and curse at you and call you types of names. God forbid it's a racist thing. Knowing that there's a possibility that you have a hammer on you. If you got the Roscoe in your car, okay, you might clap my shit in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Okay? So, you know what? You need to get over. You need to overtake. You can have the lane too. Let's
Come
share.
on in.
It's all good. You know what I mean?
Open carry states are literally fuck around and find out. Like
Yes.
That's the motto.
You know what it's called?
It's weird
You know
how
what
there's
that
not a
state
lot
is?
of gun violence, right?
You know what that state is called to me? Exactly. There's no gun violence. You want to know what that state is called to me?
What?
I wish a nigga would. That is what that's not the Sunshine State, you know, not the state with the peach on it, the Georgia. No. I wish a nigga would. That's what those states should be called.
Yes.
Because you go into Walmart and a guy raises his arm up, he got a gun on him.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what? And got with the clip in it.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, I believe it's called Israeli carry. Israeli carries when you carry with one in the chamber, ready to fire.
I remember I got pulled over a couple years ago, and the police officer was like, listen, can you get out of the car? I said, no. Why do I got to get out of the car? Tell me why. Well, you got shotgun shells right there. I said, yeah, because I got a shotgun in the trunk. He's like, can you please get out of the car? I said, no. I said, if the shells are here, they're obviously not in the gun. If you want to check the gun, I'll pop the hood for you. You can check the gun.
Oh, they were empty shells. I thought you were saying casings.
No. They were in boxes.
Okay,
I just went and bought boxes.
I thought you meant like you shot them out the car.
No. They were boxed, brand new.
Okay,
brand new. And I said, because there's a shotgun in the trunk. He said, what do you need a shotgun for? I said, I hunt. And he's like, what do you hunt? I said, come on now, man. I don't hunt. It's a home protector. It's in the trunk. You want to look at it? You can look at it, but I'm not getting out of the car. There's no reason for me to get out of the car because I know my rights. And I can have that gun and I can have the bullets. Those bullets and the gun cannot be together in the trunk, or the gun, because the bullets are in the car with me, can't be in the car. That's why the gun is in the trunk and the bullets are here. You can check the gun. It's not loaded. But like, it's just to see guys like openly just walking around with the Roscoe on them, but with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, yeah. And it's funny because yes, gun violence is less in those states, right? Like I brought up road rage as a joke, but it's the truth.
It's the truth. No one's going into a convenience store, and well, they may, but you're not anticipating going into a convenience store to rob it when you know if there are 50 patrons, 30 of them are strapped.
Yep.
Because now it's 30 on 1.
Yep.
You're not doing it. Up here, why do you think I talk about this a lot, and I know this is turning into gun violence, but like I talk about this a lot with people that are kind of on the fence about guns. Like a gun doesn't just go and kill somebody by itself.
You do.
The person needs to pull the fucking trigger. Just as if you were
Exactly.
in a car, the car doesn't just turn on, unless it's a Tesla, turn on, drive itself, and hit somebody. Like it won't do that. You need to be the operator and to actually bring about the actions of it. But like, why do you think there's so much gun violence in stricter states that require so much harsher laws? But criminals still get guns, and the criminals shoot up the areas where they know there is no cops, and they know that nobody has any guns.
Exactly.
Schools, movie theater, like this is malls.
100%.
They know that by the time the police get there, they've already done what they want to do. Whereas if they did that in Florida, and they're not to say there isn't gun violence in Florida and Texas, because there are definitely shootouts there, but it's at such a lesser rate, to my knowledge. If someone has statistics, let me know. Shoot them my way.
Yeah, if we're wrong, by all means.
Yeah, by all means. I'm always okay with getting fact checked, like the right way, not by the political fact checkers. But like, if it's going to be at an all-time low compared to other states because the citizens that actually want it for protection can't get it. So now you're at the mercy. It's like what is it? The wolves and the sheep and the sheepdog, right? Mm-hmm. It's like the wolves are preying on the sheep, and the sheepdog is the cops, and they're supposed to come and protect you. But what happens when you're able to actually protect yourself, and you don't have to wait for that 2 to 3, 4 minute response time?
Yeah. And within that time, that's your life.
Yeah, quick side note. I called a drunk driver on the LIE. Motherfucker was swerving from the left lane all the way to the slow lane.
Bugging.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, you're gonna fucking kill somebody. Like, this is bad. And it wasn't even that late. It was like 4 PM.
Damn.
No, it was bad. It was bad. So I called the police, and I live on the border between Suffolk and Nassau. So I'm in Nassau still, but if you walk across my block, you're in Suffolk now.
Yes.
So I'm on the LIE, and I'm about to pass Round Swamp Road, and I call up police, and they connect me to Nassau County Police. And I said to the woman, there's a drunk driver. This is his license plate. I didn't have my glasses on, so I'm like, this is his license plate. You gotta take it quick because I can't get it again. Give it to her, whatever. And she just goes, "Oh, you're gonna be in Suffolk in a second." She goes, "Let me connect you to Suffolk." I'm not joking, dude. No, that's not even the question. That's not even the issue. We were on hold.
15, 20 minutes.
10 minutes. I told her, I said, I have other shit to do. I don't even know where this fucking guy is anymore. I got off my exit. I'm like, he could be off the parkway now. I'm like, I said to her, they really got us on hold right now? Fucking hold? I said, okay, I'm good on that. What if that was me getting robbed and beat the shit out of him?
Hold on 1 second, please.
Hold on 1 second while we find an officer to help you, and then you have to wait for the commute time to get to you. It's fucking insane. I have cops in my family, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, you're bugging. If I'm going to protect my own.
I agree.
Dude, if I'm going to protect my own, or I'm going to wait for somebody to come protect me. I said it on the old podcast with Panetti. That's why I'm going to, Kenji's in Obedience 1. I got to get a little more strict with him with the walks and the heel and stuff like that. But once he goes through Obedience 1 and 2, I'm putting him in bite training. Like that, it's over, dude. Like if I'm ever outgunned, outnumbered, whatever like that, I need to know that my man can help me.
Guaranteed.
And he will.
Guaranteed.
I know he will instinctually, but I want him to have the training to know once I say it, it's the heat's on. We're in game mode.
It's funny because I like when it comes to dogs with me, it's either like one or the other, right? I don't want a big dog that's playful and loving. Yeah, maybe with just me or the family or whatever, but I want a big dog that will fuck shit up if I'm not home. When I'm not around, I have little ones. So if I like am traveling or whatever, I want to basically know that the house is protected.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's a huge part of me getting Kenji.
Yes, I definitely agree, and I think you should definitely make him a savage.
Yeah. Listen, he could
He's
do
a
it.
handsome savage.
Yeah, he could do it very easily, man.
Yes, he can. He got it
Yeah.
in him. I know.
Oh yeah, dude, you gotta see him when he gets mad. It's fucking crazy. You should get an American Nikita. That's what you should get. It's Kenji.
It's a big joint.
Well, it's Kenji, but 120 pounds.
Yeah, I know.
And they're woolier.
Woolier, yeah.
And they're
My ex girlfriend had an American Akita. It was the scariest thing I think I've ever
they're
come
no
across.
fucking joke.
Well, it's like her name was Ebony. She used to come over and like want me to pet her, and I would pet her and play with her. But I'd hold a conversation with you. If I stopped petting her, she'd literally just put her mouth around my hand.
Yeah, they're very
Like,
he's mouthy. They're very mouthy.
And I'm like, what the hell? They're like, yeah, please pet her again. I'm like, what? I couldn't stop petting the dog. If I stopped, she would just come over and just literally put her mouth around me like, yeah, I'm gonna bite you. Like,
Yeah.
continue to make me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like that
I'm
sometimes.
about to call her Holly Berry. You know what I'm saying? It's like Monsters Ball. I'm like, I'm forced to do this shit right here, yo.
Yeah, you
I'm
should
like,
get you should get
against
Nikita.
my
Man.
will.
You look gangster with a Nikita, man.
Yeah, they're no joke.
120
I like them.
pounds, fucking ready to go at any time. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
But they're more reactive though. That's what I like about him. He's more reactive.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna just go and start getting nasty with people. He's more. Someone comes over to us. He's a little more timid if he doesn't
And
know them.
he's a
He's
little
like
standoffish.
he's looking at him, this and that. There was a drunk woman in my neighborhood the other day, and she gets out the car. It's like 2 a.m. I'm walking him around the just last walk before we go to bed, and this bombed lady. She gets out of the car. Her boyfriend was driving, I guess, and he's pulling the Porsche into the garage. And she gets out of the car and she just goes, "Oh my god!" Like super high pitched like that. Sorry for your ears, everybody.
No.
He's looking at her like,
He's like, yo, what's
back
wrong
the
with this
fuck up
broad?
from me. Like, why are you coming near me? And she's like, she keeps moving towards us, and I'm pulling Kenji back, and he's walking towards her because he's like, okay, I'll walk
All right,
towards you.
what's up?
I'm like, nah, dude, chill. And then she goes to like give him one pet on the head, and I see him get super stiff, and I go, okay, we're gonna just keep walking. He doesn't like that shit. He doesn't like the new people pushing the relationship,
Me
pushing
and
the
Kenji
envelope.
would get along just great. I don't like people either, Kenji.
Yes. So then maybe you get one of his offspring.
You know what I mean?
Maybe you get one of his offspring when we breed him.
You know, I'm standoffish too, but
He's my man's napping right now. He's kicking it. But yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. I gotta apply. I gotta finish applying for my pistol permit. I gotta get the pistol permit. I'm gonna go through all the training.
I think I went the opposite route. But yes, I gotta get
That's okay.
a permit.
Yeah, get the permit. That's okay. Yeah, I gotta get the pistol permit, and then I have a couple of people that are gonna have me do some work with them.
You know what you might want to do? There's a guy at the gym. He's like, I think he might work for Homeland Security. He's always disappearing. He's a nice guy. But, well, he came to me. He asked me for help with some boxing once. And he was like, listen, if you're ever like, are you into guns? I said, I love guns. He's like, well, you should come shoot with me one day.
Let's do it.
And I said, okay, cool. And then he's like, I make my own guns. I'm like, you make your own guns? So he pulls out his phone and he's showing me videos and stuff of the guns he make. I'm like, bro, what do you do for a living? He's like, I was in the military or whatever. I ran SWAT in New York City, and now I do a lot of under the table work, like, you know, overseas.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Covert
he
shit.
He says, when you want to shoot, like, let me know. We'll go out. I'll bring handguns, you know, assault rifles, the whole 9 yards. We can really get at it. If you want to like learn, like, let's do it. You should come with me.
Let's go. I'm
Guaranteed.
1,000% down. I will take some gangster
Guaranteed.
photos of you, and
Guaranteed.
we get some cool training in. 'Cause
I would love to. Like, whenever I go to Florida, you know, me, Big Baby, we go to the gun range and just fucking have a blast. Like,
yeah, you're just popping off shells and
fun.
shit.
Yeah, but I want to do it for real.
Let's
I
do
want
it.
to learn for real.
Let's set it up. Fucking next week or something. Let's do it.
Fucking
See if
like
he's
John
see if
Wick
he's
up in this bitch.
Yeah, bro. See if he's still in town. Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
it. I wanna get a concealed carry. It's
Yeah.
very tough to get in New York.
Yes,
but I want to conceal carry because of all the fucking gear that I have on me at all times.
Yeah, you don't have any priors.
No, never
won't.
been arrested.
No, you'll be might be actually easy for you because of your business.
But I think you have to handle. I think they said you have to
Equipment and
handle
cash.
$10,000 in cash a week, which I definitely don't do.
Well, you have $10,000 worth of stuff on you at all times.
That's my argument for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would care about that,
Hmm.
especially now with everything going on.
Yeah, right now may be tough. You might just have to just change your license, go to Florida, and get everything.
Yeah, let's buy a penthouse in Florida.
Or I'm down.
Me and you. Let's
I'm
do
down.
it.
You
We'll
know
do-
I'm moving, so I don't.
I know.
So
I know.
I'm down.
I'm gonna miss you.
Let's do it. No. Well, I'm playing the back and forth game. Bro.
Nah, I don't like that. I'm still not gonna
I
I'm
can't-
still not gonna see you regularly.
This
It makes me
true.
upset.
This is true. I'll make it known when I'm in town, and we'll be all like all tight. By the time,
Well,
by the time-
maybe I come down there
by
and
the
we
time-
continue the
hands
podcast down
hands
there on regular shit.
No, I'll be here. I'll be here for the podcast and stuff. But yeah, I have to do it more so for the babiys. I
Yeah,
think,
with everything
you know?
going on, you want that shit.
It's just crazy to me, you know.
But I'll tell you what, Long Island is nowhere near what New York is, New York City.
No.
So I'm very happy about that because I would have left already. I would have left already.
You know what really the straw that broke the camel's back for me is this. Like, I know things didn't get passed this way, but just the fact that you would even mention something along the lines of being able to inject my children in school without parental consent. I said, excuse me?
Yep.
Okay.
So it doesn't stop just there.
Okay,
it doesn't
no.
just stop at COVID. It's going to be everything then.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I'm like, no, I have to get out of here. This is nonsense.
Yeah, I don't think
You
that
know what I
passed on Long Island. I don't think that.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't. So once I hear there's even outlandish thoughts, I'm like, where are you going with this?
Yeah.
What makes you think this is even cool?
Yeah, what's the point? What's the end game?
No.
I don't understand.
No.
And then the people that just agree with that shit, I'm just like, how do you not see that that's evil? That's
Exactly.
evil to just be able to do whatever you want with someone else's kids. There was an ad campaign. I was listening to a podcast from somebody else. I forget the name of the podcast, but there was an ad campaign by, oh God, I think it was like NBC or MSNBC, some shit like that. And they did a couple of years ago, like 2-3 years ago, and it was, you have to stop the thought process that your kids are yours. They're society's. It's like, no, it's not how that works. It's not how that works. Society doesn't own my children. If I had children.
So if my kid goes to jail, is society coming through to bail him out?
No, they're not.
I am. So they're
Yeah,
mine.
They're going to point fingers at your kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here.
Mhm.
No, those are my kids, not society's.
Yeah, I don't have
Fuck
kids,
outta here.
and
That bullshit.
I don't have kids, and I don't have any intentions of having kids in the near future unless I meet somebody that's the right person for me and it's time for it.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it happens unplanned and it is what it is kind of thing, and you roll with the punches, and you may not be ready, and I feel like not everybody is always ready when that comes, but you make yourself ready at the time.
Agreed.
But my best friend Chris, with his kids, he's got 2 of them, and I just tell him all the time, like, yo, it is a weird time to have kids right now.
It is.
I would be
It
so
is.
sketched out having kids.
I'll be scared because a lot of women were complaining that they were trying to give them COVID shots while they were pregnant or
Yep.
in the hospital. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, just stop this nonsense.
Yeah, you don't know.
Let people make their choice. I get it. If you believe in it, you believe in it. Okay, I'm not knocking.
And Godspeed.
I'm not knocking you.
Godspeed.
But whatever happened to the choice? Like, the flu kills way more people. You never mandated that. Everybody had a choice. Like, that's it. I took the flu shot years ago, one time. I got so sick after getting it, I said, I will never do this again, and I never have. And I've never gotten the flu.
That's crazy. How'd
So-
that work out?
Come on. Like, what the hell?
Well, the whole listen. Like I say all the time, we try not to talk too much about COVID because I don't want to give it airtime. Because
Yeah,
it doesn't.
agreed.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying like it don't deserve our airtime.
Agreed.
Too many people get badgered
Agreed.
with this shit all fucking day. But
And people gonna start ripping us about talking
yeah,
about
oh my
COVID, all
God,
this
they're
bullshit.
anti-vax. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm anti something that hasn't been out long enough to have long-term studies. Which, you uncultured fucking swine. Here we go. I'm going in. Which you uncultured and unlearned. I don't even know what the term is. Learned, uneducated motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Which you don't even know what you signed because I downloaded the paperwork on what you sign when you get a COVID shot, and in big bold letters says there's no long-term studies on this vaccine. That right there shows me I don't want it. I don't care.
I'm
like
not
I'm
sold.
good.
I'm telling you.
I'm good on that. Give me a
I'm telling
reason.
you right now.
You give me a good reason why I need this. I'll take it. I got no problems taking
Well,
shit.
listen. I
I got no problems.
I'll tell you exactly the 2 things that just completely threw me off, okay?
Here we go.
This is it. And I'm going to make it a joke. The moment this came out, I was like, damn, is this thing really this serious? And then you offer me a hamburger
Oh yeah.
for free to get a COVID shot? I said, yo, what is this bullshit? Oh, you mean fries and a soda and a gift certificate? Why are y'all trying to sell this like this?
Krispy Kreme.
What-
Free
yeah,
donuts.
Donuts. I'm like, what are you trying to sell exactly? Maybe if you said, we'll give you free gym membership, a personal training session or a session with a dietitian, or, you know what I'm saying, if you've got little mental issues, maybe psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever you want to do, give away something that will make people healthy, both mentally and physically. No, let's just add to the obesity and the unhealthiness of the world, right? But that was one. The main thing was when Mr. Biden said,
Oh,
the black community is our first priority. Fuck yourself.
yep.
We've never been the first priority. We never, ever have been. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Never. So many other things can be done to help the black community, and it has not been done. So we are not the first priority. So I look at it like you're trying to kill us, plain and simple. Never once have we been the first priority, and that's coming from a dude that uses the N-word pretty much all his life. So really, yeah, I'm sold, bro. Thank you. I've made my decision.
Yeah,
keep
man.
that to yourself.
You know, my standpoints on it is, and obviously, if you can't tell, I'm not black. But my standpoint on it is, anytime the U.S. government has done anything in terms of trying to help the black community medically, from my studies and that I've seen, AIDS, and then there was that study that I sent you. I forget the name of it. Tuskegee.
Yep. Airmen, yeah.
Yeah, you can look it all up.
Yeah, exactly.
This is all shit where they experimented on black people and they did not the right thing by any stretch of the measure, and they're fucking evil, twisted people.
That's exactly what it is, 100%.
Yeah.
And that is what threw me off.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Once I saw that, I was like, nah, man.
Yo, listen, if in 5 years this thing really you need to take it and the studies are there and you get to everything that, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Prove
it to me then.
I'll take it. But but to sit here and be considered a conspiracy theorist and to sit here and have people no and have people judge that you haven't got. I have family members that judge me that I haven't gotten it yet. I'm just like, I don't have a reason to. Like there's no compounding information that has given me the reason to get it. Now I talked to this chick recently. And she asked me, "Are you vaccinated?" I said, "I'm not. I'm not vaccinated." I said, "I'm vaccinated for everything else, but I'm not vaccinated for COVID-19." And she just goes, "Well, we have to help out the older community. Like, I'm not somebody that says these mandates are good. I don't believe in them, this and that, blah, blah, blah." And which nobody should believe in mandates. I don't care if you believe in the vaccine or not. Nobody should believe in mandates because it does nothing but oppress, especially minorities.
You know, I just want to point something out. You know, a mandate is only allowed to be held for a month, 30 days. Once 30 days is over, you can no longer have the same mandate. You have to make it a law. And those laws can't be passed because it's about choice.
Yep.
So it's crazy that there's still these many mandates. But
yeah, or the attempt of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So we're just talking about it, and she just said, "Yeah, well, you know, the older generation, we need to, you know, the younger generations need to be responsible, and they need to really just be more compassionate." And I'm trying to think of the wording, the correct wording, but she's like, "Yeah, we need to look out for the older generation, and that's our duty and responsibility." And I sat there and I just said, "Okay, how hard am I about to go in?" Because she listens to my last podcast episode, so I'm sure she's gonna listen to this one. She's a very nice girl. I'm just like, how deep do I want to go with this? And I just said, internally, I have to make a point, and it's not a nasty point. It's a point that I've done my homework and that I know what I'm talking about, and that I'm not just somebody that just goes, I don't want a shot, I don't want to take it because I haven't done my research. And I tell this to everybody. I've debated people in the gym as well. When I started bodybuilding, there were people on one side that said, take steroids, they'll never hurt you.
Yep.
And the other side said, never take steroids, they'll kill you instantly.
Yep.
And I listened to both sides. I did my own research on them, and I decided steroids weren't for me.
You made your choice.
Correct. I decided I'm not comfortable doing that right now. Maybe later in life, who the fuck knows? But as of right now, I'm not comfortable taking steroids. Mm-hmm. And then I listened to everybody that said, get the vaccine, it's going to save the world. And people that said, don't trust it. And I listened to all the medical doctors.
And you did your research.
And I listened to the people that the government and the news outlets, the mainstream media, or what Rick Collins called them, which I loved, which is legacy media, because that's what they are, a dying breed. because nobody wants to hear that propaganda bullshit anymore.
Yep.
And I've been a big proponent on if you want the vaccine, get it. If you don't want it, don't get it.
Exactly.
Don't be coerced. Don't be forced. It becomes a little bit of a struggle when it's a private company mandating their associates to do it. Do I believe in that? Absolutely not. But in some way, you have to adhere to their guidelines if you're going to work for that company.
If you're going to continue working for them.
So that's that.
Agreed.
However, I sat there and I said, I'm listening to all the sides. Now, what I explained to her in a very nice manner of fact is we were told that it stopped the spread of COVID-19. Once you get this vaccine, you can't get it. You cannot spread it. They also said that the efficacy was above 90%. They also said that this is you saw this in fucking headlines everywhere. Safe and effective, safe and effective. It's like that's the worn out term like social distancing.
Mm-hmm.
Safe and effective, okay? But we now know that it causes, in some cases, I don't want to say, I'm not trying to spread misinformation, but we now know in certain situations it causes potential neurological issues with certain people, just as other vaccines would, because some people don't mix well with vaccines. But it causes some neurological issues. It causes peri and myocarditis, which they've actually had to add to the list of side effects now. So that's a fact, okay? And especially in young males. Isn't it weird how the young males are being affected by it? The virus had
'cause they don't
barely
want
any
you to have kids
chance of
anymore.
killing them or causing any damage to them. But the vaccine, which is meant to protect
They
them,
want us sterile.
I don't know what they want.
That's what I feel. But
Which I have a side note for that as well. And I'm trying to think. So it was myocarditis, pericarditis, and blood clots.
blood clots, yeah. Not to mention altered immune system. Your immune system is shit after you get that.
That's what I've heard as well from a couple of doctors
Yeah.
that I know.
Mhm.
And I listened to Peter McCullough before he was on Joe Rogan. I listened to Robert Malone, who's the creator of the mRNA vaccines. After he got his first shot, he had severe hypertension. He's never had heart issues before.
In his life.
This is the guy who created the fucking shot and
Yep.
the technology.
And he's the one that's
And he's the
like,
one
yo,
sitting here talking against it. And now every mainstream media, he's a quack. He's crazy.
He's crazy. Of course he's crazy.
Why?
right
Because
now.
he's talking against it? It doesn't fit
You
the
were-
narrative?
he was the man when he was making your product.
It's just fucking insanity. Now I have people that I know that work in fertility clinics and stuff like that. Riddle me this: why are they giving more money for unvaccinated sperm now? Why are they paying more for unvaccinated sperm?
How much?
I don't know, but we about to go.
Yo.
Yo,
About to make this
lunch is
money.
on me.
About to make
Lunch is on me, dog. And I heard studies out of Stony Brook, the fertility clinic out in Stony Brook, and I could be 1,000% incorrect on this, but a large majority of women that are vaccinated are experiencing late-term miscarriages. I already know that women are experiencing period issues because mainstream media had to address it with news articles.
They had to.
So here's my standpoint on it. If you're still in favor of the vaccine, it's totally cool. Get it. I think I encourage you to do what you feel in your heart.
Exactly.
But to sit there and judge and pressure others into doing it just because you feel like it's the right thing to do. If your vaccine works, you don't have to worry about other people.
Exactly.
If your shit
So
works,
it doesn't,
don't worry about me and mine.
If the older population got their vaccinations, it doesn't matter if I got mine or not.
Correct. They're safe.
So what are you worried
Because you
about?
can still spread it, vaccinated or not.
It's funny. I have a client, a new client, brand new. Calls me up and he's like, I've been trying to get a session with you, blah, blah, blah. What times do you have available? I need 2 times a week. I said, the only thing I got is 4 a.m. in the morning, bro. And if it's in home, it's got to be like 4 a.m. on the dot. He's like, yeah, we can do it in home. I said, cool. So the first day, I pull up, I park out front, I get out the truck, I'm walking in. He literally opens the door and he's like, hold on, are you vaccinated? And I said, no. And he's like, hold on 1 second, please. Closes the door.
You have to check with his wife.
Goes inside. No, he lives alone. Comes outside with a specific mask that he needed me to wear, not a regular paper mask.
What did he give you, a K95?
Yeah. And I was just like,
which, I mean, listen, to his defense, is the actual only one that actually stops anything.
So I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Let's go ahead. And I was like, are you vaccinated? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so what difference does it make if I'm not? You got yours. You have the bulletproof armor, so called.
Well, technically not, because, and I'm not
of
cutting you
course.
off, because the new study that the CDC had to admit, naturally COVID recovered people are 6 times more likely to not get COVID again,
course.
like to defend themselves against it,
Of course.
which we knew already, but
Yeah.
we were called crazy the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
Natural
that.
immunity. I'm all about that. So I was just like, well, if you got your vaccination and you think that's it, what does it matter if I don't? like technically, even if I got the vaccination, I can still get and give COVID.
Correct.
So you can still get it and give it. You just won't see. Well, they claim you won't see as much of the symptoms.
Yeah.
So what does it matter if I didn't? Because even if I did, I could still give it to you. So what's the problem?
Yeah. No,
Shouldn't it be me that's worried?
It's crazy flawed logic. And the
like,
crazy thing
come
about
on.
the vaccination is that you don't even, sometimes the vaccinated people don't even know they have COVID because they don't experience any
Exactly.
symptoms.
And then they're out
And they're out
mingling. Exactly.
doing that shit, and they spread it a little bit more. But they don't want to admit that because I feel like a lot of the people that got it, they got it because they wanted to travel. That's what I heard about younger generations. Everybody
Yes,
that's young
yes,
said,
it's what it
I
is.
don't want to not be able to travel. And I just said, like, just pump the brakes.
That's a great.
Relax.
That's a great reason.
Just chill. Like,
Fuck your life.
Just watch what happens.
you wanna travel.
I tell people all the time,
You can't just wait a year and a half, 2 years. To see?
just ask questions.
What's up?
What's
Like,
in it? What is it going to do to me? What's the testing been like? Did you guys just make this now, or was this in development for years? This and that. Like, there's a lot of questions you have to ask before you put things in your body.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
I know that. Listen, I know my generation. They don't give a fuck. They take a ton of drugs. A lot of the kids, and I'm speaking very generally, but they take a lot of drugs. The kids I know, they don't give a
care.
shit. I care. Dude, I
Facts.
I
Me
bug
too.
out with weed. Like, I take when my buddy gave me weed during quarantine, I was taking a hit a night to make sure I didn't do too much. And even then, I was like, I'm good on this. I don't need it. I don't like extra. I've never taken Adderall. I've never done anything like. I've never done party drugs. I've only smoked weed. That's the only drug I've ever done. I'm not somebody that likes to put things in my body that I can't control myself. I need to be in control. And if I take something that's going to harm me potentially, I don't know what this is. And why?
I've never smoked weed either. I've eaten edible a couple of times, and it does not work with me.
No, fuck that. Hours, dude.
I can't do it. I lose my shit. Like, it's just not for me, bro.
Yeah, no. Weed isn't for me either. I keep thinking, not that I keep coercing or trying to get myself to do it, but I'm like, yeah, dude, maybe you don't want to drink because you don't want the calories, this and that. Because I'll have every now and then I'll have a glass of whiskey or something like that. But like, I try to be like, yeah, just maybe smoke a J or something like that. And I just go, nah,
And the only reason
good.
I even entertained it was because I don't sleep. And I have no problem falling asleep. I can lay down on your table or the floor right here next to Kenji and knock right out right now. But I will be up in like 20 minutes, ripping and roaring, ready to go. And it's the same thing that happens at 12:30, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'll fall asleep easy, but I get up. And once I get up and my mind's going, I cannot go back to sleep. So if I just got 30 minutes of sleep and I happen to get up, that's all I got tonight. I'm up watching television. I can't calm back down. You know what I'm saying? And
Have you tried a full spectrum CBD?
it gives me anxiety.
CBD.
Fucking makes me feel like there's ants on my body, bro. Like, I'm just
Really?
like, yo, I freak out.
Really?
Yeah, off CBD. I couldn't believe it.
Because there's a CBD that I took. It's a full spectrum. I forget the name of the company. They were pretty good. I got the salve because I was having a little elbow pain. I got the salve, and they make a very affordable. So my issue is you buy CBD for like $80, $100, and it's 1,000 milligrams for the entire bottle, and it's gone within like a couple of week or two. So my issue is always I just burn through because I need higher dosing. So I need like 150 milligrams to go to really relax. This one's 20,000 milligrams for the entire bottle. So I only take like a quarter of a dropper.
Yeah.
I think it's more placebo than anything. I think people think it does more than it does. But if you take enough, does it relax you? 1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%.
What I think happens to me, even with the CBD or even with the edibles, I'm not accustomed to being relaxed. My body's not accustomed to that relaxed feeling. So once I start feeling like that, I just get so like, it's so weird for me that I start bugging out. I'm like, yo, my arms will never work again. What is going on? Why do my arms feel like limp? Like what's, and I'm just like, I start bugging.
Dude, I know that feel. I agree wholeheartedly. I know that feeling. I have those issues sometimes when I start to fall asleep. You know, when you start to get really deep and you jump up and you're just like this. You're like, oh, don't fuck. Okay, we're good. Just chill.
Yeah.
Like I'm the
It's your
same
nervous system.
Dude, I'm the same way, man.
Yeah.
It's weird. It almost feels like you're falling off the building.
Exactly. I used to be in class, like sleeping in college, and be like, maybe like, the fuck happened to you? You had a bad dream? I'm like, nah, I don't know what the fuck happened. Shit.
Damn, arithmetic. I hate it.
I concur. Whatever the fuck you were saying. But
yeah. So anyway,
oh man,
we kind of went on a tirade. I love that. I love that about us, and that's the whole
this is
point of this.
dope. Like I enjoy that myself.
Listen, man, when it comes down to it, the big message that I can say and that I have to say, and as a disclaimer, is you make the choice that's right for you, whatever it is in
100%.
life, not just for this, in
Everything.
life, and don't stop questioning things. Don't
Just
stop.
do your research.
But that's on
Read a
everything.
little bit.
That's on everything. Do
That's
you?
all it is.
I don't think people understand how much research I do on not only every piece of equipment that I buy for my business, the dog, making sure he was a right fit for my lifestyle. This specific breed of dog.
Yeah.
I spoke to breeders. I talked to people. I've asked people that own Japanese Akitas. I did my I wanted to leave no stone unturned. And that's how you need to be with everything in life.
Agreed.
That's how you need to be with your fitness regimen. That's how you need to be with your diet. I've been tracking my shit again. Like, I feel good that I'm tracking my food again. It's
it feels
nice.
good to be on top of the things that are important to you.
It's nice, man.
So, like, listen, I'm never against, someone making a choice and doing what they feel is right for them. I stand up for you. I really do. Like, I back you 100%. But you got to allow people to have a choice. You can't take that away from people.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Otherwise, we're
this
Soviet
is not a
Russia.
Dictatorship. This is not a dictatorship. This is not a communist country. You're trying to make it that way.
Ironically, Putin actually just called the United States Soviet United
Exactly.
States. So it's weird when you have other dictators telling us that we're that way.
Dictatorship.
Yeah,
it's exactly what they called the United States. Funny as ever.
Yeah, no, it's dude, it's also so strange. And your point about that's actually what I brought up to that girl as well. I brought up the fact that they try to coerce you with all these incentives and lottery tickets to win $1 million and free donuts from Krispy Kreme. And I told her, I said, if you really want to help people, you'll let them know in a more public forum, in a more front and center press conference that 80% of hospitalizations were due to comorbidities, especially obesity. Now, you want to help
them. We want to lower that number.
Correct.
Come and get a couple of stalks of celery over here, motherfucking.
And vitamin D deficiency was huge.
Yeah.
You want to know why the black community had such a bad time with flus and colds and sicknesses like that? It's because the melanin in the skin already makes it hard for UV and sun to get through and give you natural vitamin D. So black people are automatically more deficient in vitamin D than white people. And in the winter, you add that factor in, they're even more deficient. So you want to help the black community out? Instead of trying to force them, teach them and tell them
100%.
You need to supplement with vitamin D. But they don't want that because they don't get any fucking money from a vitamin D sale.
Exactly.
A $10 bottle of vitamin D and doing cardio, which will help them. Even if they get COVID, it'll help them mitigate most of the risks, potentially, unless they have comorbidities.
Yeah, of course.
You don't want to do that. And that's what I told her. I said, they don't want to teach proper nutrition. They want to point to the food pyramid. Have you ever seen that? Have you really looked at the food pyramid in fucking years?
Fuck yeah.
Have you looked at that shit? How out of touch and out of date that shit is?
Hell yeah.
I'm bringing this shit up right now. It is insane. Wow, they're selling it as posters? Are you kidding me? Who the fuck is buying this? Besides like a teacher. Could you imagine just having a food pyramid? You go to some chick's house to hit it and she's got a food pyramid up on her wall. You're like, what is that? Why is that there? I like to remind myself of all the natural servings I need to take per day.
I know.
That's wow. I need to leave.
And it's in my opinion, it's way off.
Can we talk about how daily exercise and weight control
is all?
Well, I mean, it's the technically the largest one. But like to me, it should you're inversing it. You should be at the top. Health and fitness should be at the top.
Yes.
What is your eye drawn to when you see something like this? The top of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Why is it at the bottom? Mm-hmm. So use sparingly red meat and butter. Meanwhile, that's a single ingredient product. Why? I cook in butter.
Yeah.
I feel better when I cook in butter instead of that fake spray.
You need fat. And the funny thing is, fat is what helps regulate hormones.
Yep.
So you want to take fat out and fuck with my hormones? Yeah, okay.
That's why a lot of competitors have issues towards the end of their diets.
Of course.
Their coach strips them of too much fat, and their hormones are all off on top of the shit that they're taking.
Hey, listen, you could a man can naturally raise their free testosterone by eating fat before bed. A woman can help regulate hormones by just eating fat before bed. It helps both sexes, not just men, but both men and women. And it's fat. That's it. You're cooking some eggs, throw a little bit of butter in there.
That's what I do.
It's not going to fucking kill you. It's actually good for you.
Real butter, Kerrygold,
exactly.
Organic, grass-fed butter.
Like, come on, you do that, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah. Every time I eat red meat and I eat butter, I cook my food in butter, I look the best. I look cleaner. My lines are crisper. Like everything about me just feels and functions better.
Everything.
Yeah. Optional. Alcohol in moderation. Why is that? It's off to the side. Daily multivitamins off to the side. Why don't you explain which vitamins?
Yeah.
You know, because then you get a Centrum and it's a bullshit fucking vitamin. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Get
Doesn't even dissolve.
Get that intensity multivitamin.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, son.
Shit on your shelves in a neighborhood store.
Sold out.
Yeah, everything is selling out, bro. So, praise Jesus.
Let's go, bro. And then I don't know. I just find it very funny. Like for people, if you go look at the food pyramid, I just think it's a fucking joke. That this is the way that we introduce children and introduce people to the proper ways of nutrition and health and what you should or should not be eating. And I just think it's just bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like everything. Teach people to do cardio. Teach people that it's important to get your heart rate up. You know, I still have friends that are power lifters and they don't do cardio. It's like, dog, I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you're performing like. Your insides are rotting. You eat Taco Bell 6 times a week.
You want to know what's funny?
Your insides are rotting. You need to do fucking 20 minutes on the stairs.
You know, the funny thing about it is like powerlifters, right? When they do that and they stay away from cardio. Only thing that goes through my head is like, I see you after a single set. You look like you're on your deathbed, like you can't breathe. And you only did but a couple reps. I know the weight was heavy. Wouldn't you want to feel better and recover faster? And feel more efficient in between your sets? Now, do you think it's great that you could lift 500 pounds now and have to wait 5 minutes before you lift it again? Or what if you lifted 500 pounds now and you could actually do it again in a minute? That's what cardio will help a powerlifter with. And they don't care. They won't even take that into consideration, dude. At all.
Stuck in their ways.
Not to mention what it does for blood pressure. Your blood pressure is already shooting through the roof as a powerlifter. The recovery time in between sets is imperative for your health. That's what cardio was going to help. But they don't want to hear that.
No, it's very strange. It's very strange. So my buddy, my buddy that you know, also the one that we were supposed to set the fight up with.
Oh, yeah.
You know, did I tell you what his response was?
No, what did he say?
His response was, give me 6 months. I go,
6 months for what? You said you were ready.
You said you're ready. You said you could fight them right now. Right?
Well, it's all right, because Pumi just defended his title and he broke a bone in his hand, so he had to have surgery.
So let him fight him with one hand. It'll still fuck him up.
Yeah, he would.
I know he would.
He would.
I know he would. Yeah, it's the same. It's that same logic. It's that stuck in your. He's like, give me 6 months. I go, 6 months for what? You can eat more Taco Bell, not do cardio, and just fucking chill at home? Like, you're not gonna do anything differently. And then 6 months are gonna be up, and you'll be like, I need another 6 months.
Just tell him to come spar with me.
Okay. Yeah, but you're over 200 pounds, so he won't.
Oh,
yeah.
That's stipulation.
All right, here's the deal, man. Let me. I'm gonna drop under 200.
Yeah, we gotta get our boxing session.
I'm gonna drop in under 200.
I'll train you perfect.
You train me, I'll beat the bricks off him.
Or have him go. Mike needs a sparring partner.
Who's Mike?
Adams.
Oh, Adams
From Empire.
Let's do that.
Yeah, Mike will gladly go in there.
Oh, I'm sure he would.
Mm-hmm.
I love
he
Mike.
beat the brakes off him too.
I love Mike. I've been begging
I've been
him.
training Mike for ages. Mike is dying to fight. He's like, yo, if it just wasn't for me owning these businesses, I just want to get in the ring. I was like, all right. Hold on.
I've been begging Mike to
Your
come
time
on.
will come. I want him to come on too.
He's gonna come on after the new store opens. Once the new store's finalized and the IV
very soon.
and the IV drip.
Yeah.
Well, I told him, I said, the new store is perfect for me because instead of me having to go south, hit the store, and then go back north, now I could just take
right up there.
Straight off the LIE. I can go right to Syosset, and we're good.
The guy owning that one is great. I love that kid.
LaRusso?
Yeah, he's a good
That's
kid.
the homie, man. I love Alex.
Kid.
Alex going to come on, too.
Yeah, he's a good kid. Great energy, man.
You know what? I mean, ironically, we didn't even get to the topic that I wanted to get to yet, but I want to start.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got a lot of comments on body dysmorphia. That was Andre's. Yes. That was Andre's episode, and the clips that I threw on TikTok got good responses in terms of people being like, "Yeah, I've experienced that. I feel that, and this and that." And then I did a little public video message to respond to somebody, and my stance on the body dysmorphia thing is it's real. Everyone's affected by it in their own ways. Whether you're too heavy or you're too skinny, I feel like societal, quote unquote, if you're just listening, I'm doing my air quotes, standards make it seem like everybody needs to be perfect. And you are perfect in your own way.
Everyone is.
And when you reach the pinnacle of your peak performance in the gym, mentally, physically, emotionally, that's when you really hit it.
Yeah.
In full strides. So that's the goal. The goal is to just become a better human being.
A better you.
People see your photos and they go, damn, I need to look like Jamal. It's like,
you could. They don't even know. They don't even know that I hate to put it this way, like, because it sounds bad, but I don't like what I look like. I hate myself. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
The guy I look at in the mirror, all I see is issues, weaknesses. That's all I see. I don't see yo, you know me. I'm the last person to want to take my shirt off. Even during a video or photo shoot, I'm just sitting here cringing, having to take my shirt off and look at the picture you take. And like, I'm just like, I always feel like all eyes are on me because I used to be fat. So in my mind, I don't see that guy anymore, but I kind of do.
Oh, you always see him.
So it bothers me. So like when people are like, oh, you got to go through a little bulking phase if you want to put on more muscle. I can't get through it. The moment I don't see my six pack,
Lights out.
Party done. No more bulking. I got to bring it back. I got to reel it back in. Why? I feel like I'm going down that path to end up where I was before. And it's like when people pay me compliments, I swear to God, I act like I don't hear it. And I just like keep it moving. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel so weird, like that, and I just, it's the craziest feeling because people think I'm like nuts, but it's the truth. It really does affect you, and it affects me. No one would look at me and think that, but it's the truth. Like anybody can have it. Anybody can suffer from body dysmorphia, and it's a mental thing. That's what it is. It's all mental. You gotta. I would say this all the time. People would be like, damn, I really want to train with you, but I can't do what you do, man. I follow you on Instagram. I'm like, why do you have to do what I do?
I hear that all the time when people want to train with me.
I just want you to be the best you. Because when I go to the gym, when I'm reading a book or when I'm trying to figure things out, it's to be the best me. It's not to be better than him or this guy over here. I don't care what they're doing. I just want to be the best me. I got to be better than the guy I was yesterday, and I got to be the best version of me. That's it. The more you can focus on being the best version of you, I think the less you'll have a problem with dealing with body dysmorphia. But the more you look at other people and want what they have, and you can't really get that out of your head, you want what other people have, you're always going to suffer from that.
It's life dysmorphia. It's not even just body dysmorphia. It's not even just body.
It's just life dysmorphia. That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? And that's one of the issues, like with social media. Like some people, will doctor photos, add filters, all that stuff, right? And I laugh because I've had a couple people like, damn man, you look way bigger in person than you do on Instagram. And then I've seen people in person that I've seen on Instagram that I thought were tremendous individuals, and they're like this big. So you could look like, damn, I want to look like that guy. Shit, he's got everything. Look at him, and then you meet him, and he's right here. And all he wants is to be my height and to look like me. Not me as in me, but the person that he met. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't even know what the hell's going on. But it's a difficult task to get a grasp on. But the first thing you have to do is you have to embrace yourself first and realize that you gotta make the changes and become the best version of you.
Yeah. Not
anybody else.
And it's baby steps. Implement them slowly. That's little things. Start reading a book, 1 page a day, 2 pages every other
yes.
day. Like they just start compounding. I mean, that's the way you get better in the gym too.
Yeah.
You think I talk to people. They say the same thing to me. I say, yo, come to Best for a training session. I can't train the way you train. I can't do the mountain dog stuff. And I go, well, do you think I just?
Well,
you think I randomly
if you just said you can't, then you're right.
Well, yeah, you're talking yourself out of it
exactly.
already. But like, do you think I just started John Meadows programs like at the level that I'm at now doing them? No, I was suffering when I first started training his style. But through the suffering came the adaptation of my body, being able to handle more workload, being able to do more for longer periods of time. It's a numbers game. You got to just keep pushing and going. And the longer that you do it, and it's in anything in life, it's consistency.
It is.
The more consistent you stay with things, whether that's tracking foods, whether that's building your business, whether that's podcasting. That's why after the last 2 shows, this was it. Like if I stop doing this one, I'm done.
You're done.
Like I'm over it. Like I'm not doing it again. So for me, the last 2 weren't able to stay consistent, and that's fine. I don't mind. I'm not mad about it. That people get into their own shit. Shows change and shift and go over time, and that's fine. So this is on me now. Everything is on me. You're a regular co-host. You're on all the time. Like this is it. It's on me to make the clips still. It's on me to do everything like that. And if I stay consistent, which I will, this will continue to grow and be big.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I believe it.
So if I die out though, like the last two, that's it. And this is that's it. And this is just a figment of the imagination. I'm in this for long term. I'm in this for long haul. I have people ask me all the time, "You getting paid for this podcast?" No, I don't get paid for the podcast.
We're just having a good time.
We're having a good time. We're talking. We're chatting shit up. We're talking about different topics. I'm making clips and shit like that.
We're trying to help people.
We're just trying to be.
Although some of these people on TikTok and social media,
Well, they think you're talking shit.
They just. I think they just need relevance. They need to have a voice in something, and I think they just want to talk, but they don't realize that we're just trying to
be transparent and real.
Exactly. We're trying to help. My energy is a little bit different than yours. Everybody's energy about certain things are different, so we're hoping that people with like-minded energy might feed off what I'm saying. May feed off Dre. May feed off your boy from
Tony, Hummus Fit, Tony, Rick Collins.
Exactly. So
you learn a little something.
We get all these different types of energies and looks and conversation. It's all to help.
That's it.
You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's an educational form of entertainment.
It exactly is what you just said. This is
exactly what it is.
You throw this on the car. You throw this in the office. You want to just hear a little something while you're bullshitting around. People. Back when the episodes with Voice and Rizzles were like 2-3 hours, stuff like that, who go, oh, I can't listen to that in one sitting. I'm not asking you to. Put it on for 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Come back to it another time.
Come back to it later. Come back to it in a week. I don't give a fuck. I'm not sitting here going, ooh, the numbers aren't good on this one. I put the content out. You want to consume it, consume it. If you don't, it is what it is.
I agree.
But regardless, this is the only way that you continue to grow and get bigger is to stay consistent. The best streamers in the world on video games, the best streamers in the world, the best podcasters in the world. Joe Rogan, people don't realize, Joe Rogan has been podcasting for like over 10 years.
I know.
They have no clue. He was doing this back in the late 2000s with him and his boys dicking around. And now he just got bought out a year or two ago by Spotify for $100 million. I'm not sitting here saying that that's my end game. Would I like to make some money on this? 1,000%. Who wouldn't want to make money?
Of course.
Who wouldn't want to make money for things that they're already doing?
Of course.
But it takes time.
It does.
And I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it for the long haul for my business too. I said this with who did I say this with? I think I said this with Andre. I'm not looking for short-term gains. I'm looking for long-term gains.
Yeah.
I am not in this for a 6, 7, 1 year period. I'm not. I'm in this for 10 years, 20 years. That's what I'm doing this for.
I agree.
And we're going to keep building up. The next office is going to be bigger. And I'm going to have more shit to be able to decorate and do more things and have a little bit more personal vibe in the studio. Like, these are things that I want to do. And I look at other people, like you were saying, social media. I look at other people online. And and other videographers, other podcasters, people that are getting a lot of attention. Is it easy to sit there and go, damn, I wish I was that fucking person. I wish I was Logan Paul making money over fist over money over fist. What's the term? I don't even fucking know. Making a ton of loot with his podcast. And with these bullshit boxing matches that he keeps setting up and insulting the sport. I got nothing against the guy, personally.
He's making money.
But I think
he figured a route.
Dude, genius, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. You're a hustler. He's a hard worker in that aspect. I can't take that away from somebody like that. You working your ass off. You're putting your ass out on the line for these fights, rigged or not, whatever they are. I don't know. I'm not behind enemy lines. I'm not behind the scenes.
Agreed.
However, it's very easy to sit there and go, I wish I was that guy making loot. He's my age. He's got a mansion, Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis.
But he's been consistent.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like, damn, I'm still living at home. He's been consistent for fucking 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on YouTube. Wasn't he a fucking Disney star too? I think he was a Disney kid.
He might be, yeah.
I know it's turned into like a Logan Paul example, but he's a very good example. He's a young guy making a lot of money, beautiful girlfriend, doing his fucking thing, having fun doing it. Yep. That's the other part. He's having fun doing it, whether he has haters or not, and people talking shit about him. He is having fun.
Yeah,
he's having fun making your money.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all talk a lot of shit, but you keep paying that for that $75 pay-per-view fight,
right?
You
can hate him all you want, but you're still paying to see that shit, so you're still getting your money.
It's like Andre. Like Andre said, 75 to 80% of your followers. Actually, I think he said 50 to 60%. It's a little lower than that. So 50 to 60% of your followers don't like you, and they want to see you fail.
Agreed.
Prove them wrong. Make them angry, and that's what I do on a daily basis.
Hate. I love that.
Oh yeah,
that shit feeds me.
Yeah, hate me, enjoy it, enjoy the ride.
Love that shit.
I used to tell people all the time when I first started this business, I used to post on my story every shoot I had. I used to post just getting warmed up, and I don't know how people took that. Some people said it was cocky. Some people, it is. I'm just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
To this day, 3.5 years later, I'm just getting warmed up. I'm learning new things, doing new things, and now I have to perfect those. And then I'm going to learn something else.
And have to perfect that.
And I'm going to have to keep growing. And otherwise, if I don't,
Always
just like the other
getting better.
podcasts, they stay stagnant, they don't
Always
grow.
hungry and always getting better.
That's it.
Agreed.
And that's the only way I know. Because otherwise, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit here and be the same? I can't be the same.
No, we
I
can't
don't
do that.
want that shit. I've said that on other podcasts. I need to grow.
Yes.
I need to get bigger accounts. I need the podcast to take off. And it's not because I need it because I'm sitting here like this. I'm sitting here ready to work my fucking ass off. And that's the same thing with life dysmorphia. It's the same thing with body dysmorphia. You work your ass off in life, you will be rewarded.
Exactly. 100%.
The amount of effort that you put in and exert will be paid back tenfold. That's just how life
Agreed.
is.
Agreed.
You know, it's
100%.
and it's the same thing.
You
And,
reap what you sow.
and the side topic that I had was the fat phobia. There was videos that I saw of heavyset people saying you're fat phobic if you don't accept. I accept you. I'm just not going to sit here and pretend like that's okay to be like that. I used to be fat.
Yeah.
You used to be heavy.
Exactly.
I
So-
made a change.
Exactly.
And
And you
it's-
can too.
You think it was easier to
If
sit
you
there and eat
choose to.
fucking donuts all day? 1,000%. Could I have sat there and ate a whole box of Hot Pockets and been content with my life?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but there's always that feeling of I have to. You know when you're heavy. You
Yeah.
know when you're out of shape.
And
You
you
know
know
when
you
other people
shouldn't-
judge
you-
you. And,
exactly.
And you know that you
gotta
shouldn't
make a
be
change.
doing this. So at what point do you say and stop the fake? You just hate me because I'm accepting of myself. No, you're
No.
projecting that energy outwards, and you're actually upset that you look that way, and you don't know where to start. Why don't you try asking for help?
Exactly.
Ask for help. It's not fat phobia. It's you're unhealthy by all standards, not just society, by medical standards as well. And whether you're okay with that or not, you have to understand that that is a life risk, and you need to be able to take that life, your own life, in your own hands
Agreed.
and improve upon it. No one's going to do the work for you. What do I say? I've said it to you a couple times. I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this. I was rowing the 160s that day with Dylan,
Yeah.
and it was just one of those days. I've rowed the 200s, and they went up like butter. The 160s,
days, they
the
just-
160s
they just
felt like 10,000 pounds, and we had 4 sets of 10. And I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, man, this sucks. I looked
I
at you.
could
I said,
easily walk away from this, but
oh yeah, I could have given in. I could have said, yo,
don't.
let's just do the 3 sets instead of 4. I look at you sometimes when you're working out, and I go, yo, do the set for me, man. Let me get
Yeah,
let me
exactly.
get the gains through osmosis.
Exactly.
Doesn't work like that. It's a joke. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You got to put the
gotta
fucking
in
hard work in.
You have to put in the work.
Sweat equity is number one equity in life. I was here until 10 o'clock last night. This isn't me complaining. I had midday. I was here from 9 a.m. yesterday. I had 2 videos to complete, and we were supposed to do a podcast last night instead of today. I had the dog with me. Midday, I knew he's going to need food in an hour or 2. I dropped him off home, made sure he was walked, and I came back here. And from 3:30, 4 o'clock until 10 p.m., I was here
Yeah.
working. It is what it is.
It is.
I have to continue to push the ship forward. No one's doing it for me. If I stop and I kick my feet up, no one's going to keep bringing clients to me.
And listen, you know what? You're not doing it for glitz and glamour, for other people to know about it. You know, it's like funny. I had a guy that I met in the gym at Bev's, and one day he was like, you know, I was paying attention to you guys work out, and you guys do pretty much a similar split to what I'm doing. Do you mind if I jump in and work out with you guys? Sure. By all means, whenever you want, come on in. Great dude. Like the guy.
Yeah.
Energy's great or whatever. Came in and he's just like, dude, this is your warm-up? I said, this is the warm-up. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, I'm afraid to ask what the workout is. I was like, yeah, we about to get after it. During the workout, he's like, are y'all trying to kill me?
Are you doing this to impress me?
Yeah, it's like, is this what you guys do on a regular basis? I said, this is what we do. This, you know, and unfortunately, this is my worst body part. I hate this body part, and that's why I beat it to shit even more.
body part?
Chest. I hate chest.
Really?
Chest and shoulders. I
Really?
hate it, yo. Yeah. I just suffer pain from it.
Oh, okay.
I need shoulder surgeries and shit. So everything hurts me when I'm doing chest and shoulders. But I push through it or whatever. But afterwards, he's just like, yo, I noticed on Instagram you worked out later on that night too. I was like, yeah. He's like, after everything we did, I couldn't even move. You still went and did? I said, yeah. I said, the funny thing is I left here thinking I should have did way more. He says, more than what? I said, I have a problem, bro. I always feel like I need to be doing more. Always. If I feel like there's gas in the tank left, I feel like I cut myself short. So yes, I will go back to the gym at 12:30 at night and finish off whatever, and get rid of whatever gas I have left in the tank. But that's what I do. Then he's like, yo, dude, I was getting ready to sit there and complain and be like, damn, I'm getting old. He's like, but you're older than me. I'm like, yeah, but don't tell anybody. I was like, most people don't even know. They just, But it's like,
For those asking, Jamal's the same age as me. He's 30.
so I'm just like, and it was great because he had a great workout, wants to continue, and it's good to hear to a certain extent, like when somebody says that, it's like, all right, good. I'm at least moving in the right direction. I'm doing well, and I'm making a difference. But the truth is, I'm never, ever, ever satisfied. Ever. I don't know, maybe it's a disease, but it's a disease that I would choose to have over anything else. Over complacency, over being able to relax and chill and sit back and enjoy. No, I'm good. I'm good. I like it the way it is. So.
Well, complacency kills
Everything.
dreams,
Everything.
goals, everything.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
Why don't we do one or two questions and we'll save the others?
Yeah. Look at the questions.
Oh, yeah, I'll look at the questions on this
got
one.
a few. Let's see which ones work.
Let's see. Sorry. See, we've been out of it for an hour and 11 minutes. I'm getting 20 text messages, literally.
Yeah, my phone's
Um,
wild too.
I feel like we've done that. Oh no, I did that with Andre. I asked that question with him. You know what? I people love our relationship stuff that we talk about.
Okay.
Because you're the king of the gym and you're the king of the women.
No way. Not me.
Don't let him talk. No, look, he's not taking the compliment. Look at him. Look at him. He's not taking the compliment. I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy.
No,
you gotta hear the stories with the mics.
Oh
Man, you gotta hear the stories with the mics are cut off. The mics are crazy.
No, I'm not the king of the women. I mean, they might like me, but I don't know. I think they're afraid of me, to be honest with you. But
I gotta start scaring women then. I come with a scream mask on now.
oh my god.
I don't know. Jamal said you gotta be afraid of me. I don't know. It's crazy. Best
man.
relationship advice to catch or avoid bullshit up front.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking from the girl that was on TikTok asking me all those questions about what do you do, and it's men have a hidden agenda and stuff like that. All right, so
I think women have a hidden agenda too. I don't
both,
think. Yeah.
both. I told her, I said, listen, I wasn't just singling out women. I was talking about just people in general.
I tell people,
right?
go watch the fucking episode.
watch the whole
Don't just
podcast,
watch the clip.
right?
I actually, so real quick before you start, I actually had a woman message me on Instagram. We've talked a couple times before, and she said, she messaged me about your clip, and she said, I don't want to take it out of context. Where can I hear the full thing before I comment on it?
And then what happened?
And I told her, go listen to it. She listened to it. She said, I get it. We're good.
100%.
Yep.
And then she messaged me. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She was like,
Yoga
I spoke
chick?
to Nikki. Yes.
Yes.
I spoke to Nikki
Ain't
or
that?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's cool.
I spoke to Nikki, blah, blah, blah. And I saw the whole clip. And at first, what you said kind of threw me off. And I said, listen, I make it a joke when I message people back. And I said, I use the word whore-ish, as in ish.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Some type of behavior.
Exactly.
Not the full
I didn't
thing.
call you a whore. That's not what I said. I said whore-ish, the act of, right? And it's not just for women. It's
Men
for
too.
both. But either way. So yeah, she had mentioned some things. I remember. So obviously, I mean, I think it's pretty redundant to be said, but communication, obviously, in a relationship is key. Being able to talk to your partner is extremely important. But your approach, I think, when you're speaking to your partner is more important than just having the conversation. You have to make sure that you don't come at your partner to the point where they feel like they are being attacked or that they feel like what they're doing is completely wrong. Just because something may happen that you may not like, right? And you say, sweetheart, when you did such and such, it made me feel this way. I didn't really like it, whatever. It kind of made me upset, to be totally honest with you. The chances of her blowing off at the hinge and bugging out and y'all having a huge argument, slim.
Yeah.
Listen.
Low risk.
If she's a spicy motherfucker, then yes, it's gonna happen.
Is she Latin?
You know what I'm saying? So it could be, it could happen either way, but there's certain approaches that you would do. But one of the things that I was gonna address with that is, I used to have this motto, and women used to think that I was an asshole for it. And let me explain why I did this.
I'm about to screenshot this for a clip.
I would literally be like, look, we'd go out on a date, And the girls would be like, so what is it you're looking for? Or we'd be in conversation. What is it you're looking for in a woman? And I'd be like, I would giggle and be like, I can't tell you that. Why not? I said, well, the truth is, if I tell you, you're interested in me, so you're gonna do it. But that's not the real you. That's stupid. I said, no, because if you're interested in me, which you are, because we're here, we're having this conversation, or we're on a date, so you are interested in me. There is some sort of attraction. Now, I don't know the level of it, but if I go and tell you I'm looking for A, B, and C out of a woman, you believe you're gonna give me A, B, and C. Now I'm gonna think, damn, I met the one. She's everything I ever wanted. Of course she is, because I just told her what I wanted. Now we move forward. 6 months, 7 months down the line, you're comfortable. I've expressed my love or admiration for you, and you've expressed yours. So now you're comfortable. I got him, or I got her. Now I can be me. And the real you is not what that person fell in love with. So when the arguments start or the questions start, now it becomes combative. Now you feel defensive because you're defending the real you. But what you don't realize is you didn't give him or her the real you to start.
The facade was up.
So they want the you that you gave them. And unfortunately, it wasn't you. So now you're defending the real you, but they think the real you is here. Now it's a problem. But now you stole 8 months out of their life, and they don't like the real you. So now you've been intimate. You've opened up about life situations. You've opened about your past, things that may hurt you. You've talked about the future, right? You've expressed love, admiration. You've given yourself in a caring fashion. You worry about your loved one, to now find out this is not the person that I fell in love with. So you just stole that time from me. You're a thief. So I'm not going to tell you what I want. I want you to just be you, and let's see how it goes. Because if you're 100% you and I fall in love with you, this will work. But if you're not going to be you, I'm going to resent you. You understand me? When I find out that you've put up this facade and you've bamboozled me, you've lied to me technically, okay? And it happens on both sides, right? So what to avoid? If you ask a man, as a woman, if you ask a man, so what are you looking for in a relationship? And he's like, I don't know. Chances of him wanting a relationship is slim to none.
You're looking to
So if you choose to continue and you know you want a relationship, you're looking for a relationship. You are the woman looking for a relationship, and the man tells you, I don't even know. That means it's not a thought in his head. And you continue to push forward with a relationship, and then you end up being sexual with the person, and then they bounce, or their energy changes immediately after they get the poems. Who's to blame?
No, look inwards on that.
Now listen, you can enjoy the sex. I get it.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
It's wonderful. That's fine. If you want to go out and enjoy loving and the physical touch, by all means, do it. But don't do it in thoughts that it's going to lead to something that all the signs were there that it's not. Because now all you're going to do is badmouth the man. When meanwhile, he didn't do anything. He knew he wanted to have sex. He may have not made it verbal, but with his actions and his answers, he told you exactly what he wanted. But you wanted something else, so you just bypassed that and just kept looking into the future. And then when he touched the pums, got through the temple, what happens? Now he's keeping it moving, or he got what he wanted. He may keep you on the back burner. You actually have feelings because you're thinking about the future. He was not. He made it known he was not. And now, when you talk about your girlfriends, he's a fucking dick. He ain't shit. Men ain't shit.
He was a fuckboy.
But then you get the other end of the spectrum. Men will just be like, look, I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking for a relationship at all. We could just fool around. It could be just a physical, and that'll be that. And you will literally, and women will literally sit there and be like, yeah, I'm the same way. My job, my schedule, very busy or whatever. Just somebody I can hang out with here and there. You know what I'm saying? If we become intimate, it is what it is. Blah, blah, blah. And then it crosses that line. And then when the dude is like, yeah, but we're not in a relationship. Now he's a dickhead. because he's not giving you what you want. Although he made it known what he wanted. You're not getting what you want. Everybody's like this though, no matter what. If you're in a relationship where you're messing with somebody and you don't get what you want, right, from that person's an asshole. Fuck them, right? Just because you didn't get what you wanted. Now, if they were lying and something happened, yeah, then they're an asshole. But for the most part, if they're upfront and telling you what's going on and you still want more and you're not getting it, you can't go and call them an asshole. They didn't do anything wrong at all. That's all you. You understand what I'm saying? So in a situation like that, you kind of got to read and listen to the conversations. Like I've had women, I'm not a disrespectful person, but I've had women approach me at clubs or bars or whatever, even in the gym. They'll approach me or just say something slick as they walk by. And I'm like, I'm going to give you the same respect you have for yourself. If that's how you conduct yourself as a woman, that's exactly how I'm going to treat you. So if you conducted yourself fast and easy, I'm going to treat you fast and easy. If you conducted yourself as a lady, I'm going to treat you like one. And the same way with me, right? If I approach a woman and I am rude, disrespectful, crash at the mouth, and you choose to accept me for that, that's the energy you're going to get all the time, right? So you either got to demand better or avoid those situations. Like, no, like, yeah, I don't like the way this guy talks. I don't like his energy, whatever it may be. But, it's all about listening to what people are saying. Like, you kind of got to read between the lines. You got to literally sit there and be like, all right, cool. I'm looking for a relationship. Is this person looking for a relationship? And their energy and actions are telling you no. You have to put the physical aside if it's not the physical you want. If it's just the physical, then take it for what it's worth, but realize it's not going anywhere. But if it's not the physical you want more, and they're not willing to give more, you have to be strong enough to tell yourself, I need to walk away.
I need to not make this
mistake. I need
mistake
to love
again.
myself enough to not make this mistake and not let, another feeling or reason come into play. Everyone knows how they are, how they're going to react to situations, okay? So you know good and damn well, if you like this guy and you're thinking about the future, you know whether or not you're up in the air. You just don't know. He's a little mysterious. I don't know. He never tells me what he wants. He doesn't talk about the future. It's probably because he doesn't think about it. Probably because he didn't want it. So for you to forcefully try and continue to move forward and then it doesn't happen for you, doesn't mean he's a dick, right? You didn't follow the signs. You know what I mean? So that would be my advice on how to deal with situations in dating, trying to find a partner. And if you're in a relationship, once again, I think communication is the key. Like, you got to stay spicy in the bedroom. It's guaranteed. If you don't do that, then I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. Like, you got to make sure that your woman is still attracted to you and that you're still attracted to your woman. If you guys are in a relationship, it's the fucked up part, right? We talk about I talk about the maintenance phase when I talk to people, right? The maintenance phase is this: if you're here with a body that you don't like, and here is the body that you like, I'm gonna have one good week of eating well and doing cardio and working out, and then I'm going to fucking go crazy on the weekend. I'm here. Good week, fucked up weekend. Good week, fucked up weekend. Good week, fuck. This is where I'm playing maintenance. This is where I'm maintaining. I'm maintaining where I don't want to be. So how about I just say, fuck the cheat weekends, fuck hanging out, give me 3 whole hard months, I end up where I am. Now I'm a sexy bitch right here, and I look great, I feel great, I'm happy as fuck, my energy is wonderful, right? Now everything feels, because when you look good and you feel good, like your energy is just
everything operates better.
You just exude positivity and energy. That's just what happens, right? Now you're here. So if I want to go on vacation, fuck up for the weekend, I'm back on track. Fuck up weekend, look where you play maintenance. Okay, when you go on a date, you take a girl out. You pull up to her crib. You already got dressed and looked in the mirror about 30 times at your outfit. Make sure your lineup was right. You know what I'm saying? Put your little teeth whitening strips on, all that good stuff, right? You getting all nice. You wearing your finest wares, right? You pull up to the house. You put your little visor down. You look in the mirror, make sure everything's all right, cool. You get out. You make sure your breath's okay. You're chewing some gum. You may bring some flowers if you really like that. Walk up to the door, ring the doorbell. Cool. She comes out looking fly than ever. You guys go out, have a wonderful time, talking, laughing, all that great stuff. You decide, fuck it. I got to go to work early in the morning. I got to drive by her house. I'm going to call her and let her know that I'm going to buy her a cup of coffee because we had a long night. And you call her in the morning, hey, sweetie, I'm sorry to wake you up, but I'm around your neighborhood. I just picked up a cup of coffee. I'm just going to come drop it off for you real quick. She's like, fuck. She gets up. She's in a fucking little nightie. Half her titty hanging out one side, right?
I hate when my titties hanging out.
Yeah, breath stinking all crazy. She's not going to answer the door looking like that. She will brush her teeth real quick, put on something cute, right? Quickly try to do something with her hair that makes her look presentable and nice, whatever, and come to the door looking and smelling good to get that. That's the beginning phase. When you're in the maintenance phase, you know what not to say to your girl, how to turn your girl on, how to make your girl happy, how to turn her off, right? What to do when she's sad, you know, when your man is upset, when, you know, what his favorite food is, what turns him on, what he needs to do for him to clear his mind. You know all these things. You figured it out, right? That's the maintenance phase in a relationship. Everything flows at that point. But just remember, just always remember that feeling you had when you got to make sure you're looking right. You got to make sure she's up. She wants to sit across the table and look at the person across the table. So don't get caught up in being in the maintenance phase and call it complacency. Let yourself gain weight because of all the going out. Don't take care of yourself. Don't care about how you look, right? Don't look presentable, right? And think that everything is going to be the same. The desire for sex, the desire for affection and all that stuff, the physical part, is going to diminish. You need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, you could be with somebody for 10 years and when they walk by, you still want to rip their goddamn clothes off. No matter what. That's what you want. But that's also, it takes work to do that.
It's not all sunshine and butterflies.
No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of work. But that to me is one of the main keys. Like, you can find the maintenance phase in a relationship, but you got to remember where it started. You cannot let yourself fall off. You're getting old is one thing, but getting out of shape, you know, not caring about your appearance, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that, about your hygiene, just because what? Well, she knew I woke up, my breath's supposed to stink. Man, okay, but just don't take 3 hours before you brush your teeth, fam. Like, come on now, get up. It's the weekend, I get it. Y'all are sleeping in. Yo, okay, she rolls over, whatever. Your breath smelling like open ass. Go to the bathroom, brush your teeth by the time you get. Don't get up, have coffee on top of bad breath, and then want to sit down and talk to your girl. No. You still got to be courting your woman, and you got to be courting your man for the rest of your life if you want it to be right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you got to be open. You got to talk about things sexually that you want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Things that they like.
Don't feel weird.
Like.
You got a fetish?
Nah.
Talk to them about it. Talk
Exactly.
about it. Got to talk about everything.
Dude, you have to. Conversation, man.
I had an ex that I used to stay at her house a lot, and every time she'd roll over in the morning and we would get busy, but every single time she'd roll over on me, I'm like, I gotta go brush these teeth, man. Because this shit's crazy. It just drags breath.
I'm telling you.
Let me just go put a toothbrush in the choppers, then I'll come right back. It'll be 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. It's like certain things could easily turn someone off.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
If something ain't smelling right, you gone. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting there and your breath is kicking, and your wife or your girl rolls over and she's like, yo, I want to get me some this morning. And your breath smell like she just got smacked 3 times. Bro, come on now.
Fix that.
You got to either turn your face or whatever it is, know what's up. But
I used to do that. She's trying to kiss on me. I'm like over here. I'm like a like a turtle kiss.
Hell yeah. Ain't no tongue right now. Not this early in the morning.
No, we ain't getting that type of activity.
Shit.
Yeah, let me stick a toothbrush back there.
I
think I still got a piece of Angus in the back molar. You got to get that shit out.
But you got to stay spicy. I believe in keeping things spicy in order for relationships to work long term, and I believe in communication like crazy. And just don't forget where you guys started, how it started, and I think everything will be pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think we should also do a Jamal Valentine's Day special. I knew he would love that. We should do a Jamal Valentine's Day special on how to sex up your woman.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, look at it. Look.
This is crazy.
It would be great. It would be fucking amazing. We got to do it.
We should talk about some fucking...
some nasty, just everything.
Some dates and all type of shit.
Everything. We should talk about everything.
I'd do it.
I'd do it, though.
That shit is fun. I'd do it.
Do you want to hold the questions for you want to do one more?
Pick one.
Let's do one more, and then we'll hold the rest for the next episode.
Yeah.
We'll boss another one next week. Let's see. Getting comments on the fucking video that I did this last night.
That video's popping.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Come on,
Come on now.
It's popping when you're in it, man. I love when you're on the other side of the camera.
I'm telling you right now, you sprinkle crack on all that shit.
Well, what's the retention thing you're doing?
Oh. I know it had to be somebody that...
Is that Fab? It might have been Fab.
I don't know who the fuck wrote that one, but...
Might have been Fab's hacked account.
Yeah, I know, right? Fab would love to put me on Front Street with my lace panties showing right now. All right, so... I guess people that know me know that the main thing I focus on is mental strength, right? I should be focusing more on mental health, but more mental strength.
We'll meditate together after this episode.
And the reason being is because no matter what, an athlete in a game or you're in the gym, the first thing that goes and how you lose is through your mind. Once your mind gives up, you're done. You're finished. And that's a key in everything. It's just like when I say, if you told yourself you can, you're right. If you tell yourself you can, you're right. It's not my saying. I didn't make that up. I've read that a few times, but it's the truth because of the power of the mind, right? But at the same time, I feel you have to work on that, all right? So people used to always talk about, and I've heard for a while, about semen retention, men doing semen retention. And that would be not engaging in sexual activity and not masturbating, not ejaculating pretty much, right? And it's supposed to be good for your immune system. It's supposed to be good for your hair, your nails, your skin, your overall testosterone, but also mental clarity and mental strength. Now, if you're in a relationship, you can still foreplay to please your woman and do things to please your woman, but usually they don't engage, but they definitely can't ejaculate. And it's for a period of time. You choose a period of time and you do it. So I don't care about the hair, the skin, the nails, and all that stuff. I don't. I'm being 100% honest. Once I've heard about that and I've read about it, and I realized what it does for you mentally, I had to indulge. I had to try this out. All my boys, when I talked to them, I was like, listen, I'm thinking about doing this. They're like, Jamal, there's no way you're doing that. And I guess I have to be candid right now. And people will probably think I'm a little nuts, but I'm a type of person that I've used sex from a young age to cope with stress, pain, anxiety, confusion, anger, obviously for the obvious lust, but I use sex as a coping mechanism for everything in life. And obviously you can't have a woman with you at all times, so I would play with myself. I would masturbate all the time, like all the time. I'd average about 6 times a day. Gets to the point where it's just like, and it's like I felt like I needed it. Like it's just like, oh, look at the time. You know what I mean? And I had to get to it. And I stopped. I always used to be like, Dan, there's something wrong with this. This is not showing strength. This is me giving in to this urge, this feeling.
Primal urges.
Exactly, as well as, and I think I'm using it for the wrong reasons. So when I heard this, I said, you know what? This would be much more difficult for me being the way that I am, like how I use sex as a coping mechanism, to not do this. I hate to sound nasty, but there's 30 days in a month, and if I'm playing myself 6 times a day, it's 180 orgasms I'm having a month.
It's a lot of nuts. That's a lot of nuts busted.
Listen, it's just air coming out at some point. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just like this, dirt and sand.
That's it. So I'm like, I got to give this a shot. But I have to make it as hard as possible. So I still will engage in the act of sex I just won't come.
My man won't
So
finish, and he's wearing a hoodie. He's
I
wearing two
will
hoodies
not-
while he does
I
it.
will not finish. I will please my lady, and I will get up, and I will leave. Not leave, but I will leave the bed. I have to get out of the
He
bed.
just leaves.
Or I'll continue.
I'm gonna go to Waffle House down the
So
street. I'm out.
I have to. For a man to be able to stop in the midst of,
Oh,
like
dude.
when you're having a party in the temple, man, you can't just pull out.
No.
The party ain't over. The DJ's still blasting, and that's your tune. Come on now, you can't stop dancing. You know what I mean? So to be able to walk away from that to me takes that retention, what it does for you mentally, and takes it to a whole nother level. I'm not gonna just touch my woman to please her. I want to go through the act of and make sure she's pleased, but also be able to stop myself when I don't want to. You're never, if you can do that, you are never going to be deterred from what you've told yourself you will do in your life, ever. That is difficult as fuck.
I don't know.
Okay?
I don't know how you do it. I wouldn't.
So
I just wouldn't have sex.
I'm telling you right now, that's what most people do.
I just wouldn't
They
have
choose
sex.
No, I got to make it hard. It's got to be difficult. I want what's difficult, man. So that's what I was doing. And
Are you done? Did you finish? Did you finally bust one off?
no, not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
how long has it been?
I like it now.
I know you do. How long?
I was saying it the other day.
You're
I said,
so sick.
Yo, I fucking love it. It makes me feel this like feeling of power. I'm just like, yeah, I got control of myself.
How
man.
long we going now?
It's been months.
Oh, Jesus.
It's been months, bro. Like,
You're great.
your
Your skin is glowing a little differently today.
Yeah, shit. That's a
Lately-
dermatologist, bro. I found out late. I was. You know what's crazy about getting old, man? I used to drink protein all the time. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just start breaking out with these huge cystic pimples. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? I go, dermatologist, like, yeah, you're allergic to whey. I'm like,
Great.
I've been drinking whey all my life.
Great.
They're like, no, you can't. Don't touch it at all. I'm like, and that's when I was delivering for 19 hours in the truck.
So are they clearing up now?
My skin feels great. I got like dark marks from like squeezing it. I'm a man, right?
Yeah,
Something- if a bump
I
in my
see a
face,
pimple.
just
I'm
fucking
gonna
squeeze
pop
it.
that shit.
So yeah, and everything feels great. Thank God. It was like painful too. So I'm glad. But yeah, it's all for mental, bro. And I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I enjoy it. And believe it or not, what makes it even more difficult is like the act of is so much deeper, and the feeling is so much more heightened. And it's just like, holy shit. So being able to pull back from that's next level. Don't get me wrong. There's times where I don't mean to be graphic, but I'll literally be like swole for a while. Like I don't even know what to do. Like how I can't sleep back in the day, what I used to do was
Bust one off.
if I fall asleep, which I have no problem doing, but I always wake up. I wake up to answer the bell, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, bust
and
one off.
I have to do that to be able to calm down and go back to sleep.
I'm
Now
pretty sure
now
that's
I
every
can't.
guy.
Yeah, and now I can't. So I'm just like, I sit there at night and I'm just like, all right, if I just do it now, it's fine. It's been a while. I've showed that I could do it. Let me just get it out now so I can go to sleep. And I'm like, no, that's the easy way.
This
I
is a
said,
dangerous
now I need
game
to
you're
fucking-
playing
Yeah, it is,
because you're never gonna stop.
I don't know.
You
I
may
don't know.
never
I
come.
like
You
it.
may never
I
come
really-
again.
I really, really like it, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I enjoy it. I enjoy having that power. I enjoy having that control of myself, and that's why I don't like alcohol. I don't like not having control, man. I don't have control of like the world, my life like that. But my mind, I should have control of that. And by doing
Everyone
this,
should.
I feel like I'm working on being on the top of my game as far as control of myself mentally, and I'm enjoying it. I really am.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know how to follow that up.
Uh,
I think we ended here.
yeah, I think that has to be it. Because
I
like
think we ended here.
just the thoughts get me kind of feeling funny. So
Oh,
I'm just like,
okay.
yeah, we got to stop talking about this
Kenji,
shit.
run! He's about to fill this room. we gotta get the fuck out of this room.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I fucking love it now. It's hard.
You're great. I'm a huge
Sorry.
fan. You're great. I'm a huge fan. Even
most,
if we
most
weren't,
people, most people think I'm nuts.
even if we weren't family, I'm a huge fan.
Yo, everybody's like, yo, there's no fucking way you're doing that. I'm like, oh, say that again. because I swear on everything I love.
All right, everybody, stop saying it because my man's never going to finish ever again.
You're going to eat those words. I promise you right now, I will not bust a nut.
He's going to be on his deathbed when he's 99, 100 years old.
Nah, if they tell me, yo, you got 4 days to live, I'm like, I'm busting for 4 days straight.
Oh, I was just saying.
I was like, get wifey in here. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
I thought you were going to be like, well, you've been going this long. Fuck it, I ain't letting my mind win now.
Oh, my God. Oh, but, nah, I don't know. I'll probably put a
time cap on it.
Yeah. I probably will.
Let's do it this summer. We'll go to a party in the Hamptons. Some unfortunate soul will be out there that'll just get completely caked down.
I'm good. It's gonna be somebody important.
I love that.
So,
bro.
Well, yeah,
episode,
my man.
Episode 16.
I love you.
How we always end it. I love you too. I appreciate everybody listening. I hope you had fun on this little journey with us through vaccine mandates, through how to please your man and woman, and what not to do. To Jamal not coming. It's a great episode.
Yep. One extreme to the next.
There you go. And on that note,
I challenge all you men to try this. Let me know how you feel.
Well, it's No Nut November. No Nut November.
It's No Nut November?
You didn't know that? That's a thing. No Nut November.
I beat that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Month of November was a. Oh, I ate that month, bro. I'm good.
Jesus Christ.
I'm good.
On that note, peace.